I'm Aaron. It's raining outside, and this is the Rad Report. So the plan with this channel is to track my adventure with that Toyota van I just bought. But as mentioned, it's a little wet right now, and I was determined to make a video today. So I thought, why not take advantage of existing content, explore whatever else you can do with an overambitious Craigslist ad, and make an audio-visual version of it. So what follows is a narration of the ad, as well as some photos from the ad. Enjoy. When preparing to sell a car, you develop an intimacy with its form, function, and logic that is hard to obtain through typical operation. A sign that your efforts to prepare the car are paying off is a sudden urge to keep it. But for me, this prep has just increased my existing affection. I love this car. What makes a car lovable? Not just an object of desire, but a machine you want to commit to. Form, utility, and performance. Form. I bought this car 14 months ago. I was scrolling Craigslist and had never even contemplated purchasing a Subaru, and certainly was not on the hunt for one. But even in the postage-sized thumbnail, I was charmed by the proportions of this car. The short hood and extended back, the straight lines moving across the body. It was at once familiar and idiosyncratic, clearly built to be useful, but with engineering parameters that allowed for a unique iteration on a standard form. On further inspection, the commitment to smoothness, a consistent fillet across the sheet metal and molded plastic was remarkable and beautiful. A near-perfect expression of enthusiasm for the new decade, the 90s. Somehow subtle and radical at once, a utility vehicle in Tomorrowland. Seeing the car in person confirmed my formal impressions, but it was the tactile engagement with the interior that sold me. Just a beautiful golden tan cocoon. I understand there is some sort of negative sentiment toward beige, but it starts to feel like a space manufactured to chill you out when it moves towards a warmer hue. Also the condition, holy shit. The test drive was fine. The suspension was tired and there were some sounds. The tires were old, but it wasn't bad enough to break the spell. I was already falling in love. Utility. Subarus are, of course, known for their functional prowess, but they have become rather disgustingly festooned, folded, and formed panelized nightmares in the last 20 years. The magic of this car was that something so elegant and low-key could also perform like a truck, with an unbelievably compact footprint. The outside shell to interior volume ratio on this car is unmatched. As an urban everything car, it is perfect. Performance. This one can be tricky. For the furious crowd, this is an objective trait measured by numbers that index directly to desirability. But for most, the pleasure of driving newer cars has been neutered by their increase in power, as a series of automated processes are continually attempting to trim and limit the delivery of that power to keep the driver from killing himself. The experience of manually controlling the handling, gearing, and power delivery of a mid-90s wagon allows one to understand and enjoy performance, instead of just reading about it at the dealership before purchasing a car. This car is fun to drive. In my 14 months, 2,500 miles of owning this Legacy, I've invested $6,000 in recreating the experience of buying it new off the lot. I wanted to understand the designed intent of the car and enjoy it for precisely what it was intended to be, an all-wheel drive expression of practical luxury, an Accord killer. This meant new struts, control arms, bushings, brakes, clutch, timing belt, water pump, tires, shifter bushings, 4 speakers, etc. The goal was to create the experience of a new car for myself, but also for my wife, who wasn't entirely convinced that this car was it. And here's the bad news. She never was. And so here I am selling this incredible car. It's okay. We have other Radmobiles and will likely get a Vanagon or a Delica. Sometimes you need to pass on the passion and let others enjoy the benefits of your affection. There are no other legacy wagons like this one for sale. It has been garaged for its entire life, at home and at work. The paint is perfect aside from a few very small bumper marks. I clay barred it and polished it for the sale. It is beautiful, but honestly, it was before that too. It has just been an immensely well taken care of car. This Legacy is not a platform or a project, and it is not priced as such. The price will only make sense if your interest is in continued preservation, maintenance, and most importantly, use. The mileage is a testament to the durability of craftsmanship and materials that Subaru used in the production of this car. Obviously, it looks like it has a tenth of the mileage. It has lived its entire life in non-coastal Northern California. It is literally 100%, no caveats, absolutely rust-free, and therefore an absolute joy to work on. Everything works. AC, windows, etc. No leaks of any kind. Hey! I hope that was fun, and I look forward to seeing you next time for Rad Report Episode 2.